Happy New Year's, you guys. I cannot believe we're in 2026. I feel like that's futuristic. I said that about 2022. I don't know. It feels crazy. It feels weird. But anyways, I thought this is a perfect time for me to share with you guys my lessons of 2025. Now, going over these, I'm like, oh, they're kind of negative, and I try to keep really positive on here, but I also want to be transparent and truthful with you guys as well. And 2025 had some rough lessons for me. So if you are someone who is wanting to grow, first of all, in the treatment room, but you even have visions of growing past the treatment room, becoming more visible online within the industry, these lessons I would love to share with you. So maybe it can help you be a little bit more better prepared than I was. So keep on listening and we'll get right into it. Welcome to The Rebel Show, the podcast for estheticians who want to grow their business, master social media, and perfect their waxing technique. I'm Bree Mesquit, esthetician, business coach, and founder of Rebel Wax and First to Market Wax Pads. I built a 6-figure clientele, a 7-figure brand, and have trained over 15,000 waxers through my in-person and online courses. Are you struggling to book clients or market yourself? You're in the right place. Each week, I bring real business strategies, waxing education, and no BS advice to help you grow. Let's get into it. Welcome back, you guys. Okay, first of all, again, Happy New Year's 2026. I'm excited for 2026. I keep seeing all this stuff on TikTok that 25 was like the year of the snake and shedding. And actually, this lines up kind of with like the lessons I've learned from last year. And then I think we're in the year of the horse, which just sounds cool and like it should be something good. So I'm going to go with that. This year is going to be really good. But I'm going to quickly go through all the lessons that I have learned from this year with you guys. And maybe you'll relate right now, or maybe this is an episode you want to share and listen to later if you ever feel like you guys start to experience some of these things. Forgive me for keeping my phone for notes, but I wrote these down and I want to just be able to have them quickly accessible. All right. People love the underdog until you're no longer the underdog. Bro, this one has hit hard. And honestly, we've gotten this a lot from like people close to us. I'll just say that. People close to us. It's like they've rooted for us. They've rooted for us outside of just work. In our marriage, as parents, financially, like they've seen the struggle. And then now all of a sudden that we're not like struggling anymore. It's like they're not rooting for like now I don't know how to put my finger on it, but outside of personal too, within business, I've had so many people who have been there from the beginning, rooting us on, saying how, we've inspired them. And then all of a sudden it feels like we crossed this threshold or something. And some of those same people have now like quickly turned and are not rooting for us anymore. And it's so confusing and hard to wrap my head around. But I have to say, there's also so many of you guys who have been there from the beginning. And I'm choosing to really try to put focus on you guys who reach out and like, I've been following you since this time of your life or this. And like, I'll always be here supporting you. And I hold that so close and dearly to me. And that's why we keep on going. Because sometimes the hate, okay, this is another lesson that I do not have in here. So I'm just going to put this as a little bonus up front. Hate is loud and love can be quiet. And I've really learned that this year. When someone wants to jump on the hate train, it is loud and it feels overwhelming and it feels like that's the only thing out there. It can make you feel like everyone hates me, but in reality, it's like 3 to 5 people and they're just really loud about it. But then privately, I'm getting messages of encouragement and support, and I really am training myself put my main focus on that. Those are the people I'm here to serve. Those are the people that I want to be helping and help them. My grandma always had this quote, and it's so true. You can achieve anything you want in life as long as you help as many people as possible achieve what it is that they want. And that's exactly what our business has been ran off of. We have achieved more than we've ever would have imagined. It was always the goal, but I didn't know if it was going to be plausible for us or not. And I truly believe it's because we have done our best to use whatever skill sets that we've developed over the years to pass it on to help others as well. Help you guys build your businesses. So anyways, I got a little off track there, but we truly lead with that. So first lesson was people love the underdog until you're no longer the underdog. And that's not true with everybody, but it was a hard lesson for me to learn that It's true with quite a lot of people. Quick interruption to the show. If you're a waxer and you're tired of scrambling when you run low on wax and you're tired of paying full price, this is your sign to get on a subscription. With Rebel Wax subscriptions, you can save 10 to 15% and unlock free shipping on select tiers, plus your wax gets delivered automatically. No more last minute panicking, no more expensive rush shipping, and definitely no more emergency trips to SalonCentric and Cosmoprof paying high prices for a low quality wax. You choose your formula, choose your quantity, and decide how often you want your wax delivered. Every 30, 60, 90, or 120 days. And if you need to make any changes, you can easily pause, skip, or cancel at any time. This is for estheticians and waxers who want a smarter, more profitable way to keep their studios stocked. To get started, visit lashandwaxoc.com, choose your bag size, your formula, the quantity that you would like, and then make sure to click subscribe and save. Then you will see 30, 60, 90, and 120 day delivery options. Choose which one is best for you, then click add to cart. Once you do this, your discount applies immediately and your wax will ship right on time. Stop wasting time, stop wasting money, go to lashandwaxoc.com and lock in your subscription today. Now back to the show. All right, next is, this one's really difficult. You will outgrow people and that's okay. There are family members that our relationship is different now. There's also family members where our relationship is much better as well. There's friends that we either just no longer are in communication with, or the relationship has kind of changed a little bit, even like just work acquaintances and things like that. Sometimes your growth, and I have such a soft spot, or I don't know how to word that exactly, but I have such a place for them where it's like, I can see what it is. It's called your glass ceiling. It's your upper limit. So my coach taught this to me, my business coach. This is why it's so important to have a good mentor and coach, and be really careful who it is that you listen and take advice from. But I reached out to him one day, just sharing like personal, I always told him, I was like, you know me, I'm not like a normal chick always coming with emotional stuff to you or whatever, but I'm struggling. I had just hit some really big achievements, and for some reason I felt myself slipping into like a depression. I'm like, what is this? This is weird. Like, I should be on top of the moon right now because of all these achievements we've just made. And he was like, you have hit your upper limit and you need to get ahead of this like right now. Like, okay. So he gave me a book to read called The Big Leap. I read through that, and now I've been able to raise my glass ceiling, raise my upper limit, so that I'm not banging my head against this. So how the upper limit works. I'm going to teach you guys this real quick. It's really, really important. So think of it as a thermostat, okay? So if you set your home to 70 degrees, what happens when you hit 70 and then you start getting into 71? It turns it off, right? And it brings back down to baseline. So your upper limit is your baseline. I hit mine. I never thought that I could achieve some of the things that I've achieved this past year. So once I hit that, my natural reaction was to let me like kind of self-sabotage to bring me back down to baseline, because this is new uncharted territory. This is not somewhere I'm used to being. I need to bring it back down. So that's what I did. But thank God for having my business coach. It didn't last long at all, because I realized what this was and learned tools to now change my baseline to a higher level. And now I'm working towards that. And I'm sure I'll hit that again at some point as well. So when these people see your growth and see you reaching those new heights, sometimes it makes them really uncomfortable, because it's a mirror showing them what they could have done as well, but they just didn't take the steps and the actions to do it. So a lot of times that's where it can come from. So when I see this, I'm like, oh, I wish they would, instead of trying to turn me into someone like an enemy, or not even, maybe not as aggressive as that, but just like having some of that like jealousy. I hate saying that. I hate saying that about me. I feel like it's so weird to be like, oh, you're jealous of me. Like, because to me, I just see myself as an everyday, like, I'm just doing my thing. I don't know. It still trips me out. But I wish I could like just embrace them and be like, you've hit your upper limit. Let's raise the bar, girlfriend. You can do so much more. You can have anything in this life you want to. You just have to be willing to be self-aware, to really dive into personal development. Like there's so many things that we can do to raise the bar. But anyways, that's one thing that I've had to just be okay with, is that you will outgrow people, and that's okay. And not everyone wants to grow with you, and not everyone wants your help. I am someone who I want to help so bad. Like I have to catch myself. I just started going to this girl to get blowouts, and like I really think her business is super cool and she's doing so great. And I find myself word vomiting of like, okay, do this, do that, do this. She's so sweet. She's like, yeah, tell me. So it's cool. But I know I can be a little much for some people. I'm like, okay, if you do this and this and this, and then you'll achieve this. It's like, not everyone wants to hear it. Not everyone has the same goals as you. So that's one thing I've had to like rein back a little bit and be like, I'm here. If you want help, just ask. And then shut my freaking mouth, which is very difficult for me to do. All right. Third one is revenue is for ego. Profit is the real win. Okay. So my coach told me this like 2 years ago, and like, I've always known it to be like true, but I finally lived that out. So our profit this year, our revenue is actually down a little bit, like when we just are looking at product, but our profits are up. I'm like, oh, this is fantastic. This is cool. But at first you can start to panic. So if you see that maybe the amount of clients you're seeing is down a little bit, your revenue is down a little bit, look at your profits, you guys. Like that is where the real win is. So that was a cool lesson this year. I guess that was a positive one then. All right, I'm going to be honest. I had to take a quick phone call because we have a shipment coming in today. So this might not piece together perfectly with what I was talking about, but I know I was talking about profit. So I need you guys to really focus on pricing for profit. Also being fair, okay? We're not going to be charging $150 Brazilians, but pricing fairly, but pricing for profit and keeping profit in mind. That is the true measurement of a successful, thriving business is your profit. So big lesson, not necessarily learned, but finally seeing in like real life. Yes. I was much better about not making really stupid decisions and purchases, but also I don't regret any of the past like dumb purchases because I learned a lot from them. I think it's just part of business. That's another little bonus lesson we'll throw in is part of business. You're going to make some mistakes and some financial mistakes, but as long as you take lessons from them, you're always going to be able to bring that with you in the future. And my favorite thing to do is learn those lessons and then reach back and teach others so that hopefully there's certain things that people can avoid through learning through me as well. So I always try to position it like that. It's like, I'm taking the hit for the rest of us. It makes me feel a little bit better when I make really dumb choices. All right. Number 4. This was a really difficult one this year. And this is going to be something that I'm just going to have to deal with going forward. The more visible you are, the easier it is for people to dehumanize you and really throw a lot of shade and a lot of hate. And someone even straight up told me this. So there's this crazy rumor that was going on around that I got sucked into. I wasn't even there. I didn't say anything. It wasn't me. That's been cleared up now. So one of the people who was kind of like really not caring to find out the truth and just was kind of jumping in on hating on me for this. Anyways, they told me like, well, that's just what happens when you're in the public eye. Like get used to it pretty much. I'm like, damn, all right. It's easy to say that, but like if you're on the other side of it, but you know what? I have to say, I mean, she's kind of right. It is. It's human nature. It's how it works. So it's a hard lesson learned this year is the more visible you are, the easier it is for people to dehumanize you and the easier it is for them to attack and throw hate and not see you as like just a normal everyday person. And I guess I have to be self-aware and catch myself on this as well. Do I ever do this towards other people? Like are there influencers or people I look up to that I'm quick to make quick judgments on as well without knowing backstories or knowing like back end things? Like I could definitely have been at fault for that. And it's something that I'm going to make sure I'm more aware of going forward as well. All right. There's 6 in total and we are on number 5. This is one that I've been learning over the years, really, but suffering builds, these all sound so sad and dramatic, but they're true. Okay. I hope you guys are sticking with me. Suffering builds character, grit, and success. I don't know. It just is what it is. So I was on a coaching call with one of my coaching clients yesterday. She's going through a really tough time. It's actually very similar to something I've been through as well. So we relate. And she asked me, she's like, how do you do it? I'm like, honestly, I don't know. It just is one of those things that suck. And there's not a whole lot that we can do about it to fix it. Like You just got to kind of go through it. But I told her, I was like, I'm actually, and I know this sounds weird, I'm actually really excited for you right now because I've been exactly where you're at. And I know that you're not a quitter and I know you're going to get through this. And this is the story that one day you're going to tell. And I'm like, now that I'm someone who's lived through it and I'm on the other end, it's easier for me to see that and see the light at the end of the tunnel for you. But while you're in it, it just freaking sucks. It just sucks. And there's like, I'm not going to try to say like, we'll see it this way. And well, yeah, we'll see into the future. But right now it sucks and it's painful and it hurts and there's not much that we can do about it. And I'm not going to try to sugarcoat that. It's so true. And like, there's some things in life that are just super unfair that happen that there's nothing you can do about it, but it will build character. It will build grit, and it will have some sort of positive outcome for you as well if you let it. You can't quit, you guys. You have to allow those resilience muscles to be built. There's a reason why it's called growing pains. It's not called growing joys. It's growing pains. Like, think about going to the gym. What are you doing? You're literally breaking down your muscle in order to build it. So we have to be broken in order to be built sometimes. So I really want you to do your best. If you're in that season right now, if you've been in that season, if this season comes for you, I need you to try to have a future forward thinking mindset on this. And it gets a little bit easier once you've been through big like seasons of just suffering and suckiness. Then when it comes up again, you can think, okay, first of all, I didn't die. I got through it. And these are some of the positives that came from that. Maybe I'm more resilient. Like when problems come up, I'm quicker to solve them, or I'm more resourceful now, or I've learned that lesson. And now when that comes up again, I can act on it and figure it out and get it done a lot quicker. Like there's always some sort of positive that can come. But I promise you, if you allow it, it will build your character. It will build grit, and it will help you to build a successful business. And not only that, one day allow you to be able to reach back and help others who are going through the same experience as well. All right, last but not least, and this is a big one, and this is one that I struggle with, but I'm going to be really, really, really intentional about this for this year. Winners are willing to be bored and do the boring consistently. As entrepreneurs, you're probably a lot like me. My coach calls it shiny object syndrome. We are creators. We are, I think that's the best way to put it is we're creative and problem solvers and we get excited about the build. But once something's built and then you have to like maintain, it can be really boring. And then you're like, wait, I want to go build this now. I want to go build this now. So my coach calls it shiny object syndrome. And I definitely have shiny object syndrome. Every time I'm like, something's going good and we're in routine and it's like handled. Then I'm like, ooh, I want to go do this and this and this and this. But true winners it's all about consistency. That's what it comes down to. But consistency is boring AF, okay? It is so boring. If you're willing to be bored and consistently bored on the right things too, you will be successful. I promise you that. I promise in any area. This doesn't just have to be business. This could be like health and fitness. In April, so we're like 4 months away. That will be the 3-year mark for my husband and I since we started our health and fitness journey. And like, it's kind of boring. I mean, I really do enjoy the gym now, so I can't say it's like super boring, but there are days where I'm like, I just don't want to do this, but I've had consistency and the willingness to just keep showing up. At work too, there's things like a lot of things I have my coaching clients do for building their clientele of sending out the weekly newsletter. It's like, okay, this is getting boring, or doing the new client follow-up text messages, or balancing your books and making sure your numbers it's freaking boring. But if you do that consistently, you reap huge benefits. A little side tip that has helped myself and a lot of my coaching clients is go somewhere new for your admin day. So if you haven't watched the admin day podcast or listened to that, go listen to that one. You should have a weekly admin day, but go to different coffee shops to make it kind of change up your environment and make it kind of fun for you. Because then it's like doing the boring tasks that need to be done, but in a new environment, and you can get like your little coffee drink with whipped cream or whatever, treat yourself and like just get it done. That's actually been really helpful, especially for a lot of my coaching clients. And I always love seeing their story post when they post. I'm like, oh, where's she at today? But anyways, okay. Those are the lessons learned. maybe I will come up with some positive lessons learned this year too and do a whole other episode. If you guys have any questions, comments about anything that I shared today, definitely let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, please, before you leave. I have a big goal this year to really continue to grow this podcast, meeting a lot of you in person and hearing that this is actually helpful, because I'm just like talking to this camera here, you guys. So getting feedback and interaction from you guys helps me a lot, helps me to keep going, helps me to know how to help you guys. If there's any goals you have for 2026 and you're just not quite sure how to get there and I can be of assistance, I would love to be, but you gotta let me know. All right, love you guys. I will see you back next week, and Happy New Year.